Have you ever felt confused or frustrated in your interactions with women, wondering why things don't seem to go as planned despite your best intentions? Maybe you've tried being overly accommodating, sharing too much, or reacting emotionally, only to find it backfires. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, but the good news is that there's a better way. By applying principles of Stoicism, you can develop clarity, composure, and confidence in your relationships. In this video, we'll uncover 9 things smart men should never do with women and offer practical advice that can transform how you navigate these dynamics. Let's get started. Number 1. Avoid over-explaining yourself. When you over-explain yourself, you give away your power. You seem desperate, as if you're begging for approval. Imagine this. You have a disagreement with a woman, and instead of standing firm, you start over-explaining every detail. You hope she'll finally agree with you or see your side, but guess what? She's not impressed. Over-explaining makes you look weak, insecure, and unsure of yourself. No one respects someone who constantly feels the need to justify themselves. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." When you over-explain, you're wasting time and energy. Instead of proving yourself, show your values through your actions. Here's the truth. A strong man doesn't need to explain himself all the time. You state your point clearly and move on. Let your actions show who you are. If she questions you, answer briefly and confidently. If she disagrees, that's fine. You don't have to prove yourself to everyone. So, next time you feel the urge to explain every little thing, stop. Take a deep breath. Speak calmly, say what's necessary, and let it go. If she truly respects you, she'll appreciate your confidence and clarity. Stop over-explaining and start commanding respect. Number 2. Don't prioritize external validation. When you base your actions on what others think, you become a slave to their approval. Every move, every word, every choice is made with the hope that someone will notice and praise you. This is weakness. The more you seek validation from others, the more you lose yourself. You become trapped in a cycle where you're constantly seeking affirmation, and it never ends. You'll never feel truly good about yourself because your worth depends on someone else's opinion. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If you're always seeking validation, you're reacting to external forces instead of controlling your own self-worth. The Stoics knew the power of self-reliance. They didn't need anyone's approval to feel good about themselves. Here's the deal. Stop seeking approval from others. Find your worth from within. When you live for someone else's praise, you will always be disappointed. Focus on doing the right thing for yourself, not for the approval of others. Stop looking for constant validation in relationships, social media, or anything else outside of you. To start, set your own standards. Define what success, confidence, and happiness mean to you, not based on what others think. Take pride in your own actions and decisions. Don't let someone else's opinion dictate how you feel. Focus on growing stronger, becoming a better version of yourself, and let that be enough. Number 3. Do not react emotionally. When you react emotionally, you lose control. Emotions can make you do things you'll regret. Imagine a situation where you're angry, frustrated, or hurt, and instead of thinking before you speak or act, you just let it out. You snap, you lash out, and you destroy the moment. The worst part is, the damage is done. You can't take it back. When you let your emotions control you, you give up your power. You let the situation or the person push your buttons. And that's not how strong men behave. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The truth is, most of the time, our emotional reactions are exaggerated. We get angry over small things. We feel hurt by words that don't matter, and we let our feelings control us instead of controlling them. Stoics knew that the key to strength is emotional control. Here's what you need to understand. Reacting emotionally makes you weak. It makes you look unstable and unpredictable. Strong men don't lose their temper or shout when things go wrong. They stay calm, collected, and in control. So the next time you feel that rush of anger, frustration, or sadness, take a deep breath. Count to 10. Walk away if you need to. Don't let your emotions decide your actions. Think, respond, don't react. The world will test your patience, but you must stand firm. When you control your emotions, you control the outcome. Number 4. Never overcommit. Too soon. Overcommitting too soon is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in any relationship. When you dive in head first without thinking, you set yourself up for failure. You give away your time, energy, and attention before you even know if it's worth it. You get caught up in the excitement, in the idea of the relationship, not the reality of it. And then, when things don't work out, you're left feeling drained, disappointed, and questioning yourself. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If you overcommit too soon, you're clouding your judgment with emotions and impulses. You stop thinking logically and let the excitement of the moment dictate your decisions. The Stoics knew that true happiness comes from making decisions based on reason, not on fleeting emotions or pressure. Here's the truth. You should never rush into something before you fully understand it. Take your time. You need to know if this is really what you want, if this person is truly compatible with you, and if your values align. Don't let the pressure of the moment push you into commitments you're not ready for. Start by setting clear boundaries. Take time to observe, to understand, and to assess. Don't rush into giving all your time, your effort, and your energy. Make sure you are making decisions from a place of strength and clarity, not from fear or insecurity. When you pace yourself, you maintain control. Overcommitment too soon will only lead to frustration and regret. Keep your power, stay strong, and move at your own pace. Number 5. Don't chase. When she pulls away, don't chase. Chasing her only makes you look desperate, weak, and insecure. When you chase someone, you're putting them on a pedestal, making them more important than you. This makes you lose your self-respect. You're constantly trying to get their attention, and when they pull away, you panic. But chasing does not make her want you more. In fact, it does the opposite. The more you chase, the more you push her away. You give away your power and become her emotional puppet. As Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Don't chase her for validation. Live by your principles and actions. Your worth does not depend on her response. If you're constantly chasing someone, you're not living according to your own values, but to hers. Stop seeking approval and start focusing on your own growth. Here's the hard truth. If you chase, you'll only create distance. Women value strength, independence, and confidence. If you chase her when she pulls away, You show that you lack all of those things. Instead, when she pulls away, give her space. Focus on your own life, your own purpose, and your own goals. Let her come to you when she's ready. The key is maintaining your own worth, regardless of her actions. Never beg for attention or affection. Be strong enough to let her pull away if she needs to. Keep your emotional balance. Stay calm, stay focused, and let her come back when she realizes that you're not running after her. She'll respect you more for it. Number 6. Avoid being overly accommodating. Being overly accommodating is one of the fastest ways to lose respect. When you constantly put others' needs before your own, you let them walk all over you. You start to believe that by saying yes to everything and everyone, you're being kind or helpful. But in reality, you're being weak. Over-accommodating makes you a doormat. You lose your boundaries, and soon, people will only see you as someone who exists to serve them. This isn't strength. This is submission. Seneca warned, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you give away your time and energy to everyone else without considering yourself, you lose control over your own life. You let others dictate your actions and decisions. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom comes from mastering our own choices. Here's the truth. Stop trying to please everyone. You can't make everyone happy, and if you try, you'll end up unhappy yourself. Set clear boundaries and stick to them. It's okay to say no. In fact, it's necessary. By over-accommodating, you're telling people that your needs don't matter, and that's a message no one should send. Start today by being more assertive. Say no when you need to, and don't feel guilty for doing so. Your time and energy are valuable, and you should never give them away just to please someone else. Respect yourself enough to protect your own space and goals. When you stop being overly accommodating, you start demanding respect. Number 7. Do not neglect your purpose. When you neglect your purpose, you lose your direction. You stop being the man you were meant to be, and instead, you become a follower, drifting through life without a clear goal. You'll end up wasting time and energy on things that don't matter, all while losing sight of the bigger picture. When you put everything else before your purpose, whether it's a woman, distractions, or even other people's opinions, you're setting yourself up for failure. You become weak, unmotivated, and easily swayed. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your purpose is the one thing you control. If you neglect it, you lose your strength. Women, friends, or anyone else should never come before your mission in life. When you let others distract you from what truly matters, you betray your own potential. Here's the hard truth. When you lose sight of your purpose, you lose everything. The woman won't stay interested in a man who has no clear direction. No one will respect someone who is constantly distracted or uncertain about where they're going. Be clear about your mission in life and stick to it. Make your purpose your priority. If something or someone is taking you away from that, cut it out. Women will respect you more when you focus on your goals, and your life will be more fulfilling. When you're driven by purpose, you command respect. And when you live your life with purpose, the right people will be drawn to you, including the woman who understands that your mission comes first. Number 8. Refrain from sharing every emotion. When you share every emotion, you become emotionally unstable in the eyes of others. You wear your heart on your sleeve and expose your weaknesses at every turn. Instead of being seen as strong and in control, you appear needy, insecure, and unpredictable. You constantly seek emotional reassurance, and this puts unnecessary pressure on others. This is not how a strong man behaves. A real man understands that his emotions are his responsibility, not something to be broadcast to the world. As Seneca wisely stated, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. When you share every little emotional struggle or weakness, you magnify problems that might not even be as big as you think. You project your internal chaos onto others, making them uncomfortable and draining their energy. Stoicism teaches us to manage our emotions internally, not throw them out into the world for validation. Here's the truth. Men who are emotionally strong know how to control their feelings. They don't hide them, but they don't let their emotions dictate their behavior. They express only what's necessary, and they do so with strength and clarity. The next time you feel the urge to dump every emotion on someone, take a step back. Process what you're feeling privately before speaking. Be selective about what you share and keep your emotional state in check. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but it means mastering them. When you do, you'll earn respect. When you share only what's needed, your emotional strength becomes visible, and that's what others will notice. Number 9. Don't try to fix everything for her. Trying to fix everything for her may seem like a good way to show you care, but in reality, it's disempowering. When you step in and try to solve every problem, you're telling her that she's not capable. You're robbing her of the chance to handle her own challenges and learn from them. Worse, you're setting a pattern where she depends on you, and that creates imbalance. She won't respect you for being her personal fixer. She'll see you as someone she can control. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This applies to others too. When she faces difficulties, your job isn't to jump in and fix everything. It's to let her deal with it, offer support when asked, and give her space to grow. The Stoics knew that a wise man doesn't interfere in things he cannot control. He knows that growth comes from within, not from constantly being bailed out. Here's the truth. By constantly fixing her problems, you create dependency. You stop being a partner and become a crutch. Strong relationships are built on two people supporting each other, not one person carrying the other's weight. You're not her rescuer, and you shouldn't act like it. Next time she's facing an issue, resist the urge to solve it for her. Ask if she needs help, but give her the space to handle things on her own. Support her emotionally, but don't take away her responsibility. When you stop trying to fix everything, you allow her to grow stronger, and you build a more balanced, respectful relationship. Remember, the power to shape your relationships and your life lies within you. Stop seeking validation, control your emotions, stay focused on your purpose, and never over-explain yourself. Strong men don't chase approval or try to fix everything. They stand firm in who they are and live by their values. Apply these principles and you'll command respect, build stronger relationships, and create a life of true strength and confidence. Now, go out there and be the man who doesn't need to explain his worth because it's already clear.